Does Lucky Ducky clickbait his videos?
Hmm. Huh. A trade. What's this? Couple legendaries? Oh, they're a god pot. Two god pots. Three god pots. They're all god pots, aren't they? Five god. They're all god pots. What the hell? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the richest player in Roblox Dungeon Quest, and the craziest part, they aren't even level 200 or level 108. We're gonna see all sorts of god pots and all sorts of super powerful items right here. Every single item here is a god pot, which is just incredible to think about. Every single last one, all the legendaries, and even the purple gear right here. And one of them are even the highest seen into the game. Like here, this is worth around a full inventory of legendary spells, which is kind of just crazy to think about. And I'm going to be able to be using these items, which is just crazy. All right, here we have every single of these god pots or legendaries and all the stuff, crazy stuff today. It's kind of just incredible holding all of this because it's worth like what? Over 300 legendary spells. It's probably the most expensive my inventory will probably ever get. What would you do with an inventory with around 30 or 300 legendary spells worth? I'll also be getting some of these items as well, which may not seem like much, just some legendaries, but as you notice, all of these are either OGs or glitched legendaries or OG god pots, which is just pure amazement and just crazy valuable. Honestly, seeing just how powerful it is, even though it says 0%, that's because it's an OG and it's bugged, but honestly, just seeing it is kind of just crazy on its own. So I'm going to go ahead and take these right here and check them out. All right, so here is the very first set. Now, what I like of this set to be specific is not only just being an old boss raid set that makes it a little bit rare in itself, but not that much. But if we go ahead and get near it, it has no tier. All the little gears like this of the old boss raids have none of that. And it says God Pot for some reason because it has no tier to compare it with. But all these things have no tier. This includes all the other ones like right here, which I honestly think they're really cool. And these things are pretty valuable just not to have a tier at all. But also the fact that they just can't be obtained anymore since the old boss raids just don't exist. That's honestly super cool and I really like them. Another thing here is actually these beastly helmets. Each of these beastlies, they're OG. They're actually worth a decent chunk. And here they're like so many. There's three grays. There's like half a dozen, or like more greens, four blues, and even one purple. Honestly, I just wonder how much of these are worth overall together. And the purple is a good pot as well. Of course, it is. Honestly, that's just insane. All right, for this set right here, which is next up, we are going to be looking at this alien set right here, which is practically a perfect mage alien set, which it might appear what's more valuable. This ultimate right here, or this alien set. Well, you'd be surprised, the alien set, because even though this says 99, this is the best ever seen alien set in the entire game. This is also an OG one, so I'll tell you, find an OG that is more powerful. I dare you. I know there's going to be some pros watching this. I want them to see it. Find a better one. I really want to see a better one. And honestly, just shocking to see how valuable these old sets can be. It's just pure amazement because honestly, a regular player wouldn't bat an eye to these collectibles or just all these things that would be worth more loot than of their wildest dream, which is just kind of insane. All right, so the next item we have here is go ahead and being a Northern Lands legendary, which right here it says 0%. Now, why does it say 0%? Oh, it says 1000 on physical on a war legendary. It's on freaking spell power. Everything is okay except the stats. The stats are worse. So you could pull up this hammer and just straight up go and just use this hammer to be able to like be a mage. Just imagine that. It's kind of just like crazy, all of that. Honestly, would you imagine just someone coming out with a legendary, but it's spell powered instead of war? What would you do in that case? Alright, I'm here in the Dungeon Quest Discord, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this image. This is the reversed, basically the Northlands legendary that I showed you a couple seconds ago. And I'm going to post this here and in my Discord server. You can join my Discord server, link in description. And I'm going to see and I'm going to show you all the reactions I get out of it. So let's check it out. Alright, so the first reaction here was actually my Discord server, which you can join, link in description. But here it is. Honestly, they're just shocked. They don't recognize it or anything like that. It's kind of crazy like this. But honestly, let's go ahead and take a look at the Dungeon Quest server. At that also has some more experienced traders. Now for the Dungeon Quest server, here's what happened. Yeah, they've noticed. Even one of them tried to get me to offer for them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get lowballed if I ever get a trade on that because, it doesn't seem really worth it because I have no idea, but this thing is probably unhumanly valuable. So I'm definitely not going to trade this, but that's crazy. And well, the next items we have here are some that may go unnoticed when you have such a big collection, but are these glitched little swords and all these just general god pots. So right here we're looking at the glitched crystallized greatswords, which honestly, just having one of these is actually worth a good chunk. I don't know how much exactly since I'm not a trader, but honestly, just here is around like 12 legendary spells. And how many we have here? We have a total of seven, or actually, yeah, seven of these. And if they're 12 each, that is nearly 100 legendary spells just sitting there. Just sitting there like nothing. Just imagine just having 100 legendary spells just sitting there. It's kind of just crazy to just think about the fact of owning 100 different legendary spells in just a few items. Now, another thing that here just amazes me in general is just the amount of god pots here. It's just this one's a god pot, this one's a god pot, this one's also god pot. That one's the glitched one, but they're all just these god pots, even though they just feel like they lower item values. But the lower item values are just something that they're just worth a ridiculous amount. Honestly, I just couldn't feel like affording all these stuff when I just hold so many old legendaries that aren't barely worth so much. Like, what do they sell? Like, what is worth it for them to at this point or not? Honestly, that's just what interests me in general in trading. Should I actually check out other inventory or other traders trading? Well, there you have it. That is the richest players inventory, a bunch of their items. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. YouTube says you'll like this video right here. And waddle out, my friends.